How's it going, YouTube? Um, just got home from work and just decided to relax a little bit before I start setting up a new tank that I just got working on a up and coming breeding project. But I've been shuffling some fish around, as you can see here in this community tank. I have my grow out Xiloensis. I added them to this community tank. To pretty much give these little guys the opportunity to grow out a little faster than intended. Actually, I had them in a smaller tank, and they pretty much they started to outgrow that tank. Um, so I added them in this tank with some orange midas that I have. I have three orange midas in this tank. Two of them is paired up. That one in the back there is a female. She's paired up with the male that's back there hiding. And I also have a female in here. So I've shown this tank before. Since then, I've moved the other bigger fish out of this tank and placed them in some other tanks because I really wanted to get these grow outs in here. Eventually, these grow outs should be like, I think it's 10 of them in here. They will wind up occupying the whole tank. But for now, they're kind of sharing tanks with the orange midas that I have. I'm gonna be taking the orange midas out and placing the dad to some of the orange midas I had before, and hopefully the future dad to some orange midas bred to this female back there. I'm gonna wind up taking the orange midas out and placing them into a tank, so I could try to get that breeding started with these two orange midas. Both of them are grandkids to King Midas, but the way that this female has a real nice shape, her entire spawn, the spawn that she comes out of, they were all um, the way they shape it. It's just insane. I wound up selling a lot of them when they were about 2 inches, and the seven that I kept, they grew pretty well, and they all had real nice shapes and real nice humps on their head at 2.5, 3 inches. Real decent shapes and pretty nice humps on their head. She's the only one left. When I had people visit, they pretty much wanted to buy those fish. So, I sold them at a real cheap price. I don't really sell fish, but, when I do, it's because I'm trying to create some space. So I figured I had a lot of orange midas here, so I could sell the ones I had, and both parents are here, so I could Oh no, I'm sorry. I sold the mother, but the dad is still here, and I have the sister to that mother here. So that breeding can quintessentially be redone. But here, I want to focus on these Xiloensis. This is the second batch of Xiloensis that was bred by my buddy William here in Baltimore. In my other tank, I have a spawn that I think they like a month or two older than this group here. This group here I want to say the average fish in here is about 3. This might be the biggest guy right here, and he may be pushing 4 inches. He's about 4 inches, maybe a little bigger. And the interesting thing about this little guy is you probably can't pick it up on the camera, but it looks like the tips of his fins are turning orange, and I'm noticing some of that with some of these fish. Of course, I can't pick it up here. They're eating and getting acclimated to this tank. They've been in this tank for maybe 2 days now. But the tips of their fins are turning orange. The parents are barred. They haven't peeled yet. The older offspring from the same parents, they all around. I have some ones I have a couple that maybe closer to 5 inches, and a couple that are 4 inches, and none of them seem to be turning orange or whatever. They all look like they may be barred, but these guys right here look like they have a little orange at the top of their fins. But we'll see. Well, it doesn't matter to me whether they change or not. But they growing. They almost as big as the spawn that was before them. These guys are growing pretty good. In that other tank, they were a little skittish too. This tank, they seem to be a little more outgoing. But that's what I have here. And also I have another orange Midas in this box here. She's a tangerine color. She's real dark. I'm looking to add her into the breeding program as well. She's never been bred. I got her in this for safety reasons. She'll be placed in another tank maybe in a couple days or so. I'm just trying to heal her up real fast without so she's healing up pretty good. But yeah, that was the purpose for her being put in here. I didn't want to lose her, so wanted to heal her up. But yep, that's my Xiloensis, man. Like I said, these guys are getting big, and when I first got this group here, they were like basically free swimmers. You know, they were the size of free swimmers, and I got them back in June. And like I said, they pushing almost 4 inches, averaging around 3 inches, almost 4 inches in length. Yep, that's my community tank. Just sitting here, just laying back, relaxing, watching them. And I think this may be the biggest one right here. That's another thing. They seem to have like red in their gill plates. The other ones and the other spawn, the parents, none of them really show any red in their gill plates. This food been sitting here for a while, so I may need to get it out of there. They're picking at it, but it's kind of making my water cloudy. Alright, YouTube, I'll keep you posted on these guys. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. Again, this is my Xiloensis cichlids, subspecies to the Midas cichlids. Everything I own is Midas or subspecies outside of my lion's eye, which hopefully I could move them into a breeding program in maybe a couple months or so. Alright, YouTube, peace.